Hey everybody, welcome back. Movie review time, where we geek out about a movie we just saw, and we just saw Rocketman. This is going to be our no spoiler review. It's more of a geek out. We don't really review movies. We're not critics. We're just people that love seeing movies. And you're getting this, and then you're going to get Godzilla, because we have we're going to have to hustle through this because we got 50 minutes till Godzilla starts, and I'm stoked. But that said, pretty good movie.
Yeah.
And just to be clear, yeah, no spoilers here. Totally fine. I'll cut it out if we do spoil something. And if you want a spoilers video, that'll be out in a day or so, and you can get all the spoiler details from us. But yeah, so what'd you think?
I don't know why, but it was more of a jukebox musical than I expected. The
trailers really didn't show up. Like, I mean, you knew it was going to be music involved, but I assumed it'd be more like band performances. So it was kind of neat. Well, I mean, there's dance numbers and stuff going on.
The trailers did that it was going to be fantastical.
Yeah, which it was, and I appreciated those elements. Could have maybe used more of them.
Oh, I thought there was a lot of it.
There's
enough to make me go, it's like, what is this?
She made a blooper. She spoiled.
I did.
So
it's just like, it's one of those things you're talking and going, oh, that wasn't in the trailers. Oh.
Yeah. So
go ahead.
I didn't have anything.
Oh, great. But yeah, it's kind of like, I can't say anything without spoilers.
So Taron Egerton, I need to learn how to say his name. I thought he was fantastic. Mm-hmm. He really transformed into Elton. I thought his singing was really good.
Sexy Elton.
I really cared for him. And I thought the costume work was really fantastic. And I thought everybody in here, I don't think there was really a weak actor.
Yeah.
I think the only weakness comes in maybe a little bit of the singing on the kids' side.
Yeah.
But I think that's just because their voices are so much higher in register, it doesn't quite work in the song. So when it does switch out of kids singing, we get to older Elton with Taron, however you say it, then it's, I think there is I did almost have a little bit of okay, now it sounds a little bit better to me.
Right.
Because it was almost like the kids' voices were blending in. That's really my only critique of the musical performance side of things. Now, I don't think, and again, I'm not a huge Elton John fan. Like, I totally respect his work and everything, but most of his songs, even his really famous ones, they don't really connect with me. I guess, I don't know if I'm more of a traditionalist where I like a little bit more of a standardized verse chorus or something. His is a little more...
What are you talking about?
Well, that's what I'm saying. I'm not even that familiar with it. So the point I'm trying to get to anyways is that, I haven't...
That's pretty standard verse chorus in a lot of songs.
Well, it's not so much the verse chorus element of it. I guess it's not like... It's not a lot of... It's almost storytelling. Well, it's not even... I don't have a problem with that. I don't really know how to explain what it is about his music. I can talk about movies very clearly, but explaining music, it's such an intangible thing.
When Elton was like really, really big... You were totally punk rock back then, and I think that might be part of your problem.
But even now, I'm going through a musical renaissance. I'm out there buying vinyl and things like that, and I'm getting into a lot of the classic rock that I never loved, but now I love because of you, like a Foreigner, a Boston. I mean, stuff of that era. Chicago. I can really get down with that. I'm still this didn't make me feel like I need to rush out and get an Elton record, which I thought it kind of might. So I mean, and again, I'm not knocking it. This isn't supposed to be a critique of Elton John's music.
And you know what? It just may not be your jam.
Yeah, that happens. People are allowed not to like things. I'm not going to crap on you for liking it.
It's a well-done movie, though. Yeah.
Well, yeah. Well, the whole point I was trying to get to with the music, and then I totally got sidetracked. Was that
not my fault.
No, yeah, I know. I don't know how well the translations of his songs actually worked into these stylized, more musical versions. I use the word musical in terms of musical film.
Some of them, the lyrics were pretty dead on for the situation.
I get with that. It worked in that regard, but I
can't really say what my favorite sample was because spoilers.
Yeah, probably. With you, let's be safe. But no, I mean, I'm just saying, in terms of, because I don't know his song, so it's halfway into a song before I even have a clue what song it is, because I'm not that familiar with his...
There are some of the songs where I didn't get until I got to the chorus.
Right.
Because a lot of times you can't understand what the hell he's saying.
Right, so I mean, that's kind of what I'm saying. So I mean, those are really my only negatives with the film. I think everything else about it was really, really good.
Some of my favorite songs of his are throwaways in the first, half hour of the movie. I'm like, damn it!
Yeah, they did kind of pile through everything pretty quick. But I mean, again, I thought the movie has
a massive catalog, though.
Yeah, and I mean, the movie, it's been around forever, and the movie, it has a great pace to it. It's beautiful, and I really like some of the surreal things and interesting camera camera tricks and techniques they were using in there, you know, certain spin around kind of thingies and things like that. And even, again, some of the, like, they always promoted it as based on a true fantasy.
Yeah.
And like you said, it's very fantastical, and I really appreciated that. And the structure of how they tell the story, because it is linear, but it's not, we don't want to say exactly what, because we don't want to spoil, but I thought that was really cool too. And I thought that the way they framed the whole thing and some subtleties going on in there, I thought was pretty cool as well.
Yeah, and I think it's really, really good that they did it as a more of a fantasy than like more of a straight autobiography, because otherwise it would have felt like Bohemian Rhapsody 2.0.
But not as good because they did it first, kind of thing. Yeah, so I do appreciate they went and kind of did their own thing with this, and I think it works really well. And I think if you're a big Elton John fan, I think you're really gonna love this.
Yeah.
If you're just a casual fan, you're probably still gonna really like it. And even if you don't really care that much for his music, I still think it was a really good movie. There's a really good story, and there's a moment in there that did get me. There's a couple of moments that got me a little teary-eyed, but there's one that really I felt, and again, because I'm going through this big musical resurgence, like I'm re-falling in love with music. And there was a moment where it's expressed kind of that feeling of everybody getting it, and like what it feels like, and like, I mean, it just took me back.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, because like even last night in my garage, I was just rocking out to some stuff I hadn't heard in a long time and forgot about loving, and I just like, it felt like that, and I just saw it represented in a film, and I thought that was pretty awesome. So, and I think they do a good job of hitting all the beats of his life, and they don't really shy away from things too much, you know, but they don't get too down and gritty and sad. I mean, there's, you know, it has its emotional flow, but it's not like...
It's R though, right?
I don't know, I guess.
I'm pretty sure it is, because the studios wanted it to be PG-13, and Elton went, no, my life is not PG-13.
Yeah, I guess because of the drugs and language and things like that, because...
And sex.
Yeah, but we don't want to talk too much about that until spoilers, because I don't want to give things away, but that was actually... I actually specifically want to mention that in the spoilers, because I was like, cool, they did that, awesome. You know, because it's something kind of usually shied away from. So I was like, oh no, they went full bore, cool. So aside from, actually, now that I'm thinking about it, there's a few moments like that I was going to come out and make a joke about. Yeah, the graphic sex scenes are fantastic. It's not like super graphic, but it's like, oh, okay. But yeah, no, I mean, I really liked it, and I loved the end, like, stay for the end credits. There's some cool stuff going on. Yeah, it's a good movie. I'm glad we watched it, and you know, it's a good appetizer, as I joked, for Godzilla
so
here a bit.
This is going to be my second nomination for costuming.
First,
Aladdin.
Ah, okay. Yeah, well, because Aladdin had a lot more of it going on. Like, I think here it's more spectacular, but it's pretty much just the one guy. I mean, there's some background stuff that's pretty neat too, so.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I mean, there you go. I think it pretty much comes down to your level of love of Elton John is going to reflect in your level of how much you love the movie, but regardless of that, you're going to enjoy it.
I think a casual viewer is probably still going to like it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You know, I'm not, like I've said, I'm not a fan, but I still really enjoyed watching this movie. And that's with me hearing Godzilla next door.
Yeah. You know, quiet scene with Elton, rumble, 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 rumble.
But I'm excited for Godzilla, so I didn't mind. It's like, I'm getting a preview. And then the one lady that had to go to concessions or wherever 2 or 3 times, that sounded like Godzilla.
It's like, woman, could you walk any louder?
And she's just like tall and lanky as can be, too. I'm like, it's not like it was somebody heavy set or somebody that's just heavy on their feet. It's like, she's just like, thump, thump, thump. I was like, God damn. But, yeah. So that was fun. But yeah, so there's our no spoiler thoughts, and again, we are in short time, so we should shut up and get out of here. So check out for the spoiler video. Stay out of the comments if you don't want spoilers, because people might talk spoilers, but you can always let us know if you're excited about it or whatever, if you feel brave enough to go in there and let us know. But if you want to talk spoiler comments, wait for the spoiler video or jump down in there, and I'll put a link when that comes out. So, cool. Other than that, you can click the thumbs up button, give us the good old thumb of encouragement, as we do love to be encouraged. And I guess now we're going to get out of here so we can go talk spoilers and then get ready for Godzilla, and we'll see you all later.